Hello friends, welcome back to the very final lesson or summary of the lesson on planning, effective planning. Now I need you to understand that without plans there will be no actualization of goals. If you cannot plan effectively, there will be no goal coming to fruition. You will not see those beautiful, wonderful goals come into reality without proper planning. So we cannot help it but plan. We cannot help it but plan. You see, that is the reason why I always say that goals fail and they will keep failing because we only have goals and expect that fate brings it to pass. You just go into the year expecting that you will increase your income to $500 in a month without a proper plan of how it will happen. And I've said time and again that it will not happen. It will most likely not happen. Yes, it will most likely not happen. You see, so I will quickly want to just talk finally in this video on the steps in the planning process. So, but before then, I want to state it clear here, categorically clear here, that you should never have a single plan for a goal. Remember that every goal should have a plan, but not one plan. So every goal should have plans, and so I recommend a minimum of 3 plans. 3 plans per goal. 3 plans per goal. Where did I get that from? I got that from God. Sorry if you do not believe in God or you do not believe in the Bible. I do. God, our Creator, planned ahead. Come to think of it, 1 Kings chapter 19 verse 17. If you read 1 Kings 19 verse 17, you will notice that God planned ahead. Not one plan, he had 3 plans. 3 plans. 3 plans. I know this is not a church training or something, but please permit me to read that scripture. Okay, just permit me. 1 Kings 19 verse 17. It says, "And it shall come to pass that him that escapeth the sword of Hazael shall Jehu slay, and him that escapeth from the sword of Jehu shall Elisha slay. He that escapeth from the sword of Hazael shall Jehu slay, and him that escapeth from the sword of Jehu shall Elisha slay." Verse 16 says, and Jehu the son of Nimshi shall thou anoint to be king over Israel, and Elisha the son of Shaphat of Abel Meholah shall thou anoint to be a prophet in thy room. Now this was God planning ahead. He needed to failure proof his people. And so he said, anoint 3 people. Anoint Elisha, anoint Jehu, and anoint Elisha, anoint Jehu, and anoint Hazael. You see that? What is he saying? If you are coming against me or my people, if you escape the sword of Jehu, if you escape the sword of Hazael, Jehu will get you. It's just like setting 3 people, 3 security men at your gate. But what you are just doing is, hey, if a thief comes and by mistake escape plan A, most likely plan B will strike him down. But if plan B fails, there is still a plan C to strike him down. That's God planning. So what about you? What's your plan? Just have one plan. Oh, okay, the plan I have to increase my income to $2,000 a month is I will start a new business. What if the business fails? and it does fail. What if it fails? You see, so to really make the vision a reality, to make the goal happen, have three. And I mean minimum of three. Yes, there should be a minimum of three. So have plan A, plan B, plan C. That's God's standard. And that is the standard of successful people world over. That is the standard. Yes. So you really want to be successful? You cannot set a company goal and then you have one plan. Okay, this is how we are going to achieve 1,000 new clients in 3 months. No, you don't do that. You have multiple plans. I sent out a team of leaders working with me in search of a property we needed to use some time back. And so I put a leader in charge of the team, and this guy, there were 3. I put just 3 people, go out there, search for a property, we need it, And so they went round and round and round and round, and the leader came back for reports. And they said, oh no, sir, we've gone everywhere all over this city. There are no properties. Everywhere we could not meet the specification you gave. I said, wow, you mean? He said, we have gone everywhere. And I smiled because as a leader, I've been trained how to achieve all my goals. So guess what? I had a standby team. So I was not going to fail because this team failed. Guess what happened? Plan B, the second backup team, were also out there searching without their knowledge. And then, boom, Team B and Team C came up with something. And at the end of the day, we went for assessment and we settled for something. So at the end of it, you can see that if I had settled for a single plan, that goal would have been thwarted. So never have a single goal for anything. Never have a single plan for anything you really want to achieve. That is, if it is important to you, have multiple plans. Have multiple plans. That's strategic planning. That's how to plan your life. That's how to plan your company. That's how to plan your finances. Have multiple plans. And by the way, the only thing you should not have multiple plans for is God. Yes. Do not have another God. Okay. Yes, let's your focus be on Jehovah alone. Okay, so now can we quickly talk on the steps in the planning process? If we can, I will just rush that. The first point there was actually my interest. Okay, so how do you plan? Number 1, you do an assessment and analysis of everything. So you identify your purpose. Number 1, you identify purpose. First on the list again is assessment and analysis. Please let me put that on the screen, okay? Okay, so steps in the planning process, you have assessment and analysis. So you identify the purpose. So this clarity and the reason and the objectives behind the planning process. This is very important, okay? What next? You gather information. Yes, so you have analyzed, you have identified, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to achieve. The next thing is you gather the information. What information do you need? Relevant data, facts, insights about the current situation. This thing I want to even achieve. What are the information I need? Of course, my purpose is increasing my income by $2,000. Now, what are every information you need to make that possible? Write it down. Then next, you begin to talk about your SWOT analysis. run a SWOT analysis. Yes. What does that mean? A SWOT analysis simply means your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. SWOT analysis. SWOT. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So, what are my strengths in bringing this vision to reality? What are my strengths? What are the strengths I have? What are my opportunities? What are my weaknesses? Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Oh, I'm an indigene of this community. That's my strength, right? It's a plus to me. Oh, I know the king. Oh, I know the president. You see, strengths. What are my weaknesses? Oh, my weaknesses are maybe my age might be a limitation. I'm not very fluent in the language. Those are your weaknesses. What are your opportunities? What are the threats? Are there other people? Are there competitors? So when you analyze these things, SWOT analysis, analyze your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats, you find out that you are on your way to fulfilling the vision or the goal. Okay, so the second thing you do, of course, you set your goals. Okay, this plan I'm having, I've set up a goal, this is how I'm going to achieve it. Then next, what do? You develop strategies and tactics. What are your strategies? What are your strategies and tactics in making this thing work? You must develop them. Yes. So what strategies do I want to put in place to make this goal happen? There must be strategies. There must be strategies. Okay, I will do this. Oh, instead of selling these goods in bulk like this, since it's not been sold, can I break them into units? Can I start selling per carton? Oh, can I open more stores across the various parts? Can I open more stores, across the various parts of the city? All these are strategies. Okay, so you develop strategies to make the goal possible and achievable. Tactics. Okay, you develop tactics, then you implement and execute. Very important, implementation and execution. This is how to plan for anything you want to really achieve. Then when you go into execution, what next is very important. Monitoring and evaluation. Don't just execute and go to sleep. No, you monitor your steps. Even as you go into the year 2024, monitor it. The Bible says, examine yourself to see if you are in the Lord. So I always say in the School of Success, examine your visions and your goals to ensure you are on track. Some people do not examine themselves. That is why just in the middle of the year, boom, they've forgotten everything. They've forgotten they even planned. They've forgotten that one of their goals was even to read 3 books. No, there must be monitoring and evaluation. I like to do evaluation every day. Yes, because I have my goals written all over. Even right in my office, I have my board, my goals board. So I look at it. When I get back home, I look at it. Wherever I find myself, I have my diary with me, in my car, wherever I'm going to. I have them. Because I'm serious, so I evaluate. Sometimes, before even driving, I open my diary and look at the goals written there. What have I done today? What haven't I done today? At the end of the day, I evaluate. So there must be monitoring and evaluation. Okay. Yes. And if need be, number 6, there should be adjustment and revision. Adjustment. Do I need to adjust anything in my plan? Remember, we said your plans must be flexible and adaptable. It must have adaptability and flexibility. That is very, very important. And finally, there should be continuous improvement. Ensure that where you are today is not where you were yesterday, and where you are yesterday should not be where you are today. There should be a forward movement. You should see that your income is growing. If your income is not growing, then there is a problem. Stagnancy is not of God. Stagnancy is not of God, and so should not be of you. Check yourself. Am I growing? I earned $2,000 last year. This is 2024. Am I growing? Worst of all, you should not even reduce. Not that you earn $2,000 in 2023 and then in 2024 you go back to 1,000. No. So you should have continuous improvement. Am I growing? If you are not, then you get back to the drawing board. All right, my friends, you must plan. That is, if you want to be successful. Okay, so I would like to draw the curtain on this particular course right here. We have a lot more to talk on planning. Okay, we have a very comprehensive course on planning, both PDF notes, and I mean a full course on planning, goal setting, all on our website and our e-learning portal. Okay, but for this particular course, let us close it here, and we will be having we have many more courses ahead of us in this preparation for 2024 course. Okay, and look forward to seeing you in the next course. God bless you.